Cool. My name is Ashley Brennan. I use she, her, hers pronouns. I am from Tucson. I went to ASU for undergrad, studied psychology and human rights and some political science. And after college, during college was studying participatory budgeting, and which is really just about redistributing the way that money and power is held in a city or in a school, and was did my honors thesis on it, went to Romania and interviewed like 50 young people who were a part of like the first group of young people to be able to have a say over how a part of their city's budget was spent. And like, it was amazing to get to learn and really like dive into the theory and studying of it, but was really craving, like left that experience craving wanting to do it. And so after graduating, I moved to the Bay Area in California to be the one doing participatory budgeting, and got to travel across the country, implementing participatory budgeting in New York City and working in Oakland and Chicago and just kind of all across the country. But also got pulled back to Phoenix, back to home in Arizona, to implement the first time that a school district in the country was doing this kind of process. And that's at Phoenix Union. We were approaching the 2020 election, and I was starting to feel like I was loving what I was doing, but it was taking a really special kind of elected official to give up a portion of their money and of their power. And I was also, like many people, just freaked out by what was going on nationally, and wanted to be a part of shaping and deciding who our next president would be. And so through some random connections, got connected to someone in Iowa who was working on Elizabeth Warren's campaign, and she was my dream candidate. I got the acceptance into this program while I was watching the first debate between President Biden and Donald Trump. And it felt like this is a sign, like I want to go back into school and kind of learn more about this whole new campaign world and bring some of what I had learned from participatory democracy into it. So did the recall, started this program. And then this program has been so incredible because I've had so many different jobs since starting it in January of 2021, from the recall campaign, then back with the legislative team. And then I got asked to take over and like run this brand new year-round organizing program from the party, the Democratic Party here. And then actually, as of yesterday, I'm back with the legislative team running our top 5 district races, kind of like a reunion, revenge tour to get the legislature flipped this year.
What was kind of your rationale for applying to the program? I know you mentioned you were watching the debates while you were accepted. What was it, kind of, you wanted to have more of the strategy side, or what was kind of the motivation, or is it just to get the master's?
Definitely not just to get the master's. I was pretty, after I first graduated from undergrad, I was like, I'll work for a year and then I'll do a PhD in social psychology. And then I started working, and I just really appreciated how much I was learning from working. And I kind of committed to not go back to grad school. I felt like practice is where I want to be. But kind of having made that shift into the campaign world and like working on Warren's campaign and then running a state house race, I felt like I had so many questions and things I was thinking about. And I was driving from the state house race was in Maricopa County, and I was driving back home to Tucson for something. And on the drive, I remember something just like clicked, and I felt like I just started a voice memo of like all of these questions I was thinking about, and I just couldn't stop. And I got home and I was Googling like what kind of programs or what could I do to think about these questions more, have some guidance on them. And I like saw that ASU had just earlier that year started this program, and it felt like this is the perfect fit. Like this is what I wanted in undergrad. And I love ASU, and it just felt like if I could do this online while still working. And like what was amazing about having different jobs while doing this program was like I was writing scripts for canvassers to get signatures on the recall campaign, and thinking about the elaboration likelihood model and like how do we manipulate peripheral cues here so that like all the canvasser has to do is get the signature. Like let's train people to be like really friendly and compliment the person and connect and get the signature, and like using some of the different things I was learning in practice right away.